Good morning. How are you all doing? I hope you all are good, right? All right. Adu, bring the charger to this thing. The battery is running down. Come and place it. Ade, do you hear what I said? Battery is running down. The battery of what? This one. Adugo, this one. Check it there. It's Chilo's charger now that can be used for it. Ade, it's about to die. Adugo. Adugo.
Right now, if I don't stand up, change my note for right. So where's the charger rooms?
Check around there. Adugo. And check here. Is it not here? What's this one? Look at it now.
I'm using it.
Hmm?
I'm using that one.
Check the mouth of that one. Is it the new charger? Hi everybody. How they come and see? Good morning. Yeah. How are you all doing? As you all can see, I'm crying. I'm crying not because I'm feeling bad. I'm crying for the youths that have lost their life, especially in the northern parts of the country. Good morning. Guys, we all need to. Abigo, that person has cut me off on Instagram. The person has cut me off on Instagram. Sorry. No, it's not okay. Yeah, I don't know. Actually. Okay, give me your iPad. I'm going to use your iPad to stream while I go live on Facebook with this one. But then, which one are you going to use to get in? Because you need to stop this person that is hacking me. Eh? He started hacking and you're saying you pray. Are you praying? The person is already hacking me. Remove this password. Remove the password. I want to go live in the Instagram with this one. What are you doing? Can you leave that thing you're doing and do this thing for me? Use Chidoze's phone and enter Instagram. I'm already on. You should go to your own Instagram. Yes, so that I'll use this one for Facebook. But I'm going to be live on it. So you figure out how to go to Instagram with this one. Leave that thing you're doing. You will do it after I do my life. Okay. So what do you want to do? Go Instagram. I'm going to use it. Then you use this one to enter the Instagram and remove the person that is hacking me. Leave that thing you're doing. You will play your game. You always play game all the time. Yes, in YouTube. Yes, you know. Oh. Shut up my business. And already there. They are not seeing me shouting. So take this one and sort it out. You're not understanding what I'm saying. I want to use this one to go to Facebook because you can't go live with this, or you're still using the old version of Instagram here. So what do you want to do? This is Facebook, this is Instagram. Okay. Guys, please, there's a technical hitch. We need to get this right, okay? Which Antonia are you? No, if you go to the other one and it's not working, go to the other one. I don't know. I know that the Facebook that is Antonia is the one that is with T. What's your password? That's what we were talking about since. Why don't you know your password? I'm coming, I'll do it. No, leave that game. You will do after we have started. YouTube, people are waiting for me on YouTube.
What's your email address you're using?
Okoro Anthony at 76. Hi everyone. You all are highly, highly welcome. This is your favorite doctor, Dr. Tonia of True Health with Dr. Tonia. Yes, that's me. You are welcome. In today's broadcast, I am here to tell you all what you need to do, especially now that today is the day 2 of our peaceful protest. Nigeria is bleeding. In before I cut from my first video, I was actually crying, not because we are not doing the right thing, but because there are some of our youths, innocent young chaps
Almost none of them.
that has gone because they are looking for good governance. You know, it is a sad realization that the people that are supposed to protect the youth are the ones making the youth to go early in their lifetime. So today, I bring to you all some tips that you need to have during this protest. Today is day 1. Yesterday, we lost people. We don't want to lose any other person. Never again will that happen. So, be that as it may, this is your favorite doctor, Dr. Tonia of True Health with Dr. Tonia. Yes, that's me. You all are highly, highly welcome. Before we go on, I would like you to share this broadcast so that people can come in. People can come in so that they will also listen and learn. Because, I mean, if you don't have the tools to go out there and you go out there and get um, discouraged by seeing some of the youth being, brutalized and wounded. Next time they call you to come out to do a peaceful protest, you would not want to come out. So that's why people like us that have platform to talk to you all, I am going to use my platform to bring you all the tools that you need to be a patriotic Nigerian. Okay? I am doing this because I don't want any one of the young people, our beautiful youth that are out there, our land soldiers that are out there to be hurt in any way. Yes, we all are protesting, but in the protest, we don't want to lose anyone. Okay? We want everybody to be alive, come out, and then see the benefit of this demonstration that we all came together to do. We all are looking for good governance, right? In the verge of looking for good governance, we are not looking for anybody to be gone down. No, we are not looking for that. We want a situation where this good governance, when it comes, all of us that fought for it, all of us that discussed and said, look, our government, we need you people to help us to do something, to help our children, to help every single Nigerian. This time around, Nigeria is really bleeding. Why is it bleeding? A lot of our professionals are all running away. When your professionals run away and you don't have people that will treat you, people that will go to court with you, people that will teach your own children. Haven't you seen that there's going to be a very big gap? Okay, what about the people that can't run away from Nigeria? What about you that have decided to stay put in Nigeria and make Nigeria worse, and make Nigeria work very well? Are we going to say, oh, everybody should run away? There's no how everybody will run away. It's not even possible. So what we are doing is, for those that are in Nigeria, for them to have dividends of democracy, for them to be able to say, oh, you know what? I am in Nigeria. Life is good for me. I am also having a very good lifestyle. You cannot just go to school, come out of school, and then you are not able to have a job. You are not able to work. You are not able to move around. Okay? So today, all I am here to tell you all are the tips that you, as somebody that is going out there to demonstrate, okay, the tools that you need to get to be able to stay safe, to be able to do the demonstration and come out successful and come out alive. Okay? Number one is, first of all, let us understand that for every person on the surface of this earth, all right, you have the right to protest against injustices done on the people. For all of us, for you, me, and everybody on the surface of the earth, we have the right to protest when we are not seeing the dividend of democracy. So don't allow anybody that is going to tell you that you don't have the right to protest. You have a right for peaceful protest. You have a right to go out there to tell your own story. And what is that story? To tell the government of the day that, look, enough is enough. We need help. We need people that are truly, truly patriotic to understand the plight of the people. All right? So, number one, make sure you stay hydrated. How are you going to be hydrated? Before you step out of your house, make sure you have a bottle of water or keg of water. Okay? Put it in your back sack. You are not going to carry anything on your hand because you don't even have that strength to carry anything on your hand. Put it on a back sack and put it at your back. Hydration, hydration, hydration can never be overemphasized. Be hydrated at all times, because guess what? You don't even know the temperature that is going to be today in Nigeria. So that is why you must be hydrated, because it can be scorching hot, okay? And you get dehydrated while you're running around, getting people to doing your demonstration. So number one important thing is to be hydrated, to be hydrated. And you must dress for the expected weather. If it is going to be cold weather, thank God we don't have winter in Nigeria. You must be hydrated, 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 and you must wear the right clothing. So what it means is, it's scorching sun, wear light cotton, get your face mask or a hat to cover yourself and shield your eyes from the sun. And if you have some sunshade, it is still okay to wear a sunshade while you are out there demonstrating. All right? Number two is, make sure you check the weather forecast. Thank God, even in the most remote area of the world now, the weather forecast is always said, especially after the news of the day, the weather forecast is done. The weather forecast must be done. You must check it and see whether you have a very good weather. So, what it means is you must check the weather forecast to see if the weather is is very okay for you. Is it going to rain? Is it going to be windy? Is it going to be sunny? So meaning, if it is going to be windy, you're going to get something that is a little, cotton-like, right? If it's going to be cold, you need sweaters. If it's going to be raining, you need um your umbrella, or you can also have your jackets. Okay? So that is about the weather. Now, if you are a kind of person that is taking medication, you are hypertensive, you're diabetic, you have a kind of illness, whatever it is, you must, the night before this protest you're going to, put your medications in your back sack and put alarm on your phone to remind you to take this medication when you get. So you must make sure that your medication is in your backpack and put an alarm on your phone so that your phone can give you that alarm to tell you, look, it is time to take your medication, because you could be doing the peaceful protest and forget that you need to take your medication. Is that okay? Good. You must take face mask and every seed. What are these supply? Some snacks, some food, some, if need be. Okay, these are the supplies that are important, because guess what? You could need all these things when you get to do what you got to do, which is the protest, because you cannot go back home again to say, oh, let me go and get these things. No, you can't. Okay, now make sure you take that will protect you, or even your neighbor or your friends that are, okay? You must get supplies that can protect you and your friends from. So guys in Facebook, sorry you're joining in. A lot of people, are in other social media networks, but just stay tuned. I will still go over the ones that you have missed. Okay? Right. So make sure that you have supplies that will protect you and your neighbor or your friends or your family that is with you, okay, from safety. Make sure you have supplies that will protect you from chemicals. Because yesterday that we were watching, we saw that some people had tear gas on the tear gas that the police threw on them, and they were suffocating. So when you go out there to do your protest, make sure you have supplies such as your handkerchief, very thick handkerchief, and your mask that you can use to cover your face, especially when you have started and you can't go back and they have started giving you this tear gas. If you have the money, you can actually buy the tear gas protective mask. You know, there are some masks that you can put on, even when they put the tear gas, it is not going to affect you, right? So if you don't have that money, fine, use your I-95 mask, the kind of mask that we use during COVID, right? Make sure you use it, and then you have your thick, either thick towels or handkerchief. You put them in that back sack too. You could need it, because definitely the police is our friends, but when it comes to peaceful protests, some of them are overzealous and may do things that might not be nice to the protesters. All right? Now, make sure you have milk of agnesia, toiletries, all these things, you're keeping them in case you start having diarrhea. You didn't, the thing that you ate had started giving you diarrhea. You need all those things to make you get that medication that you need to keep you safe, to keep you ready without going back, because you are now afraid of what will happen to you. All right? The next thing you need is cash. I know everywhere is closed, right? But there are some people that could actually decide and say, you know what, let me carry something and still sell. Or you can need to recharge your phone. Probably you're going live and your phone has finished and you need to recharge it. So you need some cash that you use to buy a recharge card. So that when you buy that recharge card, you can put your phone on and do all your life. Now remember, as much as you are going for to protest a day before, endeavor and make sure you have your phone fully charged a night before the protest. Have your power bank ready. All these things are going to be in your backpack. These are very beautiful and very, very important tips that you need for safety when you are doing peaceful protests. Okay? Now, if you need a battery extender or an extension, though you might not be able to do any charging while you're doing protests, that's why it is very important to fully charge your phone, but also carry your power bank. Because are there reasons why you will need the power bank? Oh yes, your phone can, the battery can completely die or about to die. So when you recharge it, it will be beneficial to you to still go live, to still see what is happening, and to record. Even if you don't want to go live, you can record what you want to upload on your pages. Now, I will advise you, Nigerian people, Facebook have monetized Nigeria. This is even your time for you to do your live streaming. You can't do your live streaming and be sending to other people to use to cash out. Use it and upload, but don't show the, Facebook doesn't like anything that is gory. Okay, don't show any bad thing that is happening. Show the place where you're doing your demonstration, because if you put anything that is violent on Facebook, you may have problem with your Facebook. So this is even the time. Let's say the person that is anchoring the protest is talking, you can go live and show it. And that way, you are going to be having people watch your life, and that way you're going to monetize your page eventually. Because if you have the watch hours that Facebook needs to be monetized, that is an opportunity for you. Okay, make sure you don't show places where people are bite, where people are bleeding, where people are carrying, you know, um guns or any of those things. Show the places where you're doing your peaceful demonstration, and you may be eligible to be monetized, and you voila, you get money. Okay, the next thing you need to do is make sure you get at least an emergency contact. Is it your mother? Is it your sister that is in another town, or that is in another part of the demonstration, or those that couldn't come? Get an emergency number so that you also let the person know where you are, what you're doing, where they have told you people to go to, and make sure that all the plans that you have planned for the day, okay, you keep this person posted, you keep this person on the know of where you are. You know why you're doing that? So that, God forbid, anything happens. God forbid the military gets overzealous and starts shooting. The person that you contacted last will know the right spot where you made the last call before they start looking for you. Because guess what? We don't want what happened in EndSARS period to happen again. Your safety is priority as far as this peaceful demonstration is concerned. We don't want to lose anyone. We lost a lot of youths in Kano and other parts of the northern states yesterday. That was the one. I did a post in Facebook and also explained the safety tips. I don't know whether a lot of people were able to watch that Facebook presentation and live stream that I posted, and I hope that you learn from that and be safe. Now, also, before you set out to do demonstration, make sure you know the emergency department of the hospital that is around you. If it is a general hospital, you have never gone to that general hospital before, you can ask people that have worked in that hospital, or you walk to that hospital and know where the emergency department is. So, peradventure you have any emergency, let's say they give you a wound during the demonstration and you're bleeding extensively, nobody is carrying you out, you can actually run or find any way to get to the emergency department so that you will be treated as soon as possible. Remember, in my previous video, I said one of the things that is going to be in your backpack is what? Your bandage. What is that bandage doing? Get as many bandage as you can and put in your backpack so that if there is any reason why you are bleeding, maybe you cut yourself, or even while running you have a wound, you don't have to bleed excessively and you end up having low blood or dying from this bleeding point. You can easily use your bandage and wrap yourself. If you have cotton wool or gauze, take all of them and put in that basket. These things are not heavy. They are very, very light materials that you can put and put in your backpack. Okay? Now, make sure you save the address of the hospital, so that if there's chaos and somebody is bleeding, or you are the person bleeding, you might not even have the opportunity, you might not even remember where the hospital is. But when you save the address of this hospital or the phone number of this hospital, you can easily call. Because let me tell you, this period is not the time people will want to go to private hospital. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to private hospital, but all I'm saying is, assuming you start bleeding, right, you may not want to go to private hospital, because private hospital, they are there to make money, isn't it? So you can go to private hospital and the money that they tell you to deposit ab initio, you don't have it. So what are you going to do? Are you going to just sit down and say, oh, I don't have money, and then bleed to death? So that is why it is important to know the emergency units of the general hospital, emergency units of the government hospitals, the primary health care, and the tertiary hospitals, which is the teaching hospital, because all of these hospitals are free. There are doctors there. Most of my friends that are doctors that are on call that this period didn't even go home, so they are in the hospital environment. Okay, so don't be afraid to walk into any hospital. If you are bleeding a lot, help yourself, and first of all, tie that bleeding point so that you don't bleed excessively, and then by the time the doctors are going to get to you, you have bled so much, and then you are now battling with your life. Okay, now make sure you remain in your designated group. In my previous video that I did, I told you that before you set out, you must be in a group of either fives, group of tens, group of 20s, but all of you know yourself and you have a code that when you say it, let's say you say, hi, we are here. That's your code. Just get any code that is favorable, that all of you will remember, that whenever you give that code or any of your group members make a call and say, hi, we are here, you gather together. Make sure you don't stroll away from your group. You must be in that group, because guess what? When the police want to do any mayhem, they are looking for a period where people are not around you. Okay? Look at what happened in NSAS. When they shoot at these protesters, it was the protesters that came there early or were there when everybody had dispersed and gone. So they know that, oh yes, we can do whatever thing that they want to do. Okay, so make sure you have a code that your group is going to put at the back of their mind to remember and say, oh, we are doing something and we are safe. All right, make sure, please, it is very, very important. Your safety is my priority. As much as we are looking for good governance, you need to be alive to see that good governance that you clamored for, that good governance that made you risk your life to go out there to fight. You need to be alive and have your children in a country that is sane. Okay? So be woke, be attentive, and make sure you take every single thing that will make you safe. Put it in your head and remember that. If you can't remember, jot all these things that I'm saying now down. When I have finished this video, you can go back, start from beginning and listen again. So that, what are you doing? You're trying to remember everything, so that whenever you are in that protest ground, you bring out the book and read, so that everything will be in your brain. Now, let us now look at what you are going to do. The safety best practices. Okay, what are the safety best practices that you need to follow and do? Number one, you must maintain 360 degrees situational awareness at all times. What that means is, at any time that you are in that protest ground, scan yourself 360 degrees. Look right, look left, look everywhere, to be sure that there's nothing that is harm that is coming your way. Because guess what? Some people can be coming from the back or from your side or from your front to attack you. So make sure your awareness is 300 degrees, so that you will be able to know what is going on. You will be able to follow up. You will be able to make sure that every environment that you are is safe. These things, I'm sure if you go to the internet, you will not have anybody sit down like this to tell you every single thing that you need to have at the back of your hand. Why are you doing this? You're doing it because you want to remain alive. You want to go back home to your loved one. You have a wife, you have a girlfriend, boyfriend, you have a child. You left that house with the hope that you are going to do this protest and go back home. So it is very, very important you do all that I am telling you now. Know what is going around you, above you, below you, at your back, by your side, 360 degrees. Why are you doing this? You are doing it because you want to be very attentive so that any little thing that happens, you make sure that you are very, very alert and react. Okay? The next thing you need to do is be alert of any suspicious package, any suspicious person, any suspicious activity or vehicles that are around you. What am I talking about? There are some people that they have planted or want to plant. You see, when you're doing, when we saw what was happening, there are some people that are anti the protest, right? People that were dressed with yellow colored t-shirt that are protesters. When we all are fighting for the well-being of every Nigerian, some people are anti-protesting what we are fighting for. What are we fighting for? For good governance, for every one of us in Nigeria to be alive, isn't it? So I am even surprised when I saw that some people are doing anti-protest. How does that work? We are doing this. These people are risking their life to go out there to tell the government that enough is enough. We need food on our table. We need good education. We need good environment to strive. We need our youth to get a job as soon as they come out from university. We need our children to be safe. We need our pregnant women to have good medical facilities. And somebody is against this. So, guys, make sure you are attentive because they could put people that are going to come into the midst of the well-meaning Nigerians that are doing this protest. They might put people that are carrying detonating bombs on their body. So make sure anybody around you, you're scanning as you're doing your protest, you're scanning and making sure that there's no package that is around there because that can be a bomb that they put in there. And when it explodes, you're going to be affected. Make sure the vehicles are around. Are they vehicles that are there waiting to carry you people to the hospital, or is it vehicles that are going to put you in harm's way? Make sure you use your number 6 and number 7 senses to know what is happening around you. Okay? Now, stay away from public containers such as trash cans, such as dumpies, all right, or dumpsters, mailbox, and newspaper stand. You know why you're staying away from all these things? It could be that a night before that time, they had come and planted a bomb there that is going to harm you. So when you are doing your protest, stay away from anything that you know that was there before the night before. Okay? There are trash cans, dumpsters, any of those things, mailbox, stay far away from them because possibly they may have put something that may harm somebody and you don't want to be that person that is going to be harmed. All right, I hope you guys are getting what I'm telling you. If you want me to repeat anything, type on the comment section and say, please, ma, repeat this thing or say this again so that we know what you said. We didn't get this. I will go back because my role here is to make you, I mean, our beautiful youths that are out there working, doing this protest, making it work. We want all of you to be alive to see the dividend of all that we have done today. We don't hate the government. What we hate are the injustices that they are doing to fellow Nigerians. I have said it again and again and again. There's no Nigerian that is greater than any Nigerian. The president of the country is not greater than you. Anybody can be the president of Nigeria as far as you have that green international passport and you are a Nigerian citizen. No one Nigerian is greater than the other Nigerian. Okay? Now, in case they do what they did when the NSAS protests happened, which is they start firing gun on protesters. What are you going to do? Are you going to start running helter skelter? What are you going to do? That is the next part of our discussion today. Now, remember, I will try as much as I can not to go past the 1 hour that I want this life to be. So if I didn't finish, I will have to come in the evening to still tell you, because this protest is going on and on. So whatever thing I say today is not going to be the only thing that is you're going to take. I'm going to continue talking so that you guys will be safe out there. You all are our children. I have children that are teenagers. So, as much as I protect my children, I want to protect you too, that is out there. You are the foot soldiers. I say it. You are the real bomb. You are the men and women of timber and caliber that are not even bothered about your life. You want to go out there to tell that government and say, look, enough is enough. We have had enough. Okay? So, what are you going to do when they have started shooting on you? Number one, at all times, make sure you prepare to move quickly and cover yourself if gunfire erupts. So if they have started shooting this gun, please, it is very, very important for you to take cover. For people that are rich, which, well, I don't know whether any Nigerian youths, from the way they have kept all of you now, anybody in Nigeria, I can't even say, even doctors don't even have the money to buy, protective things like, things that will prevent you from being gunned down, right? Nobody have that money. So what are you going to do? Number one, get low. All right? Just get low, flat on the ground. Okay? Make sure you go and cover some moves that will help you to go to your right angle. Okay, so that means when you go low, you go to your right angle. What are you doing? This trajectory is going to be helpful because it will make you, let's say the gun is being targeted on you. When you get low and you move on your right side, you see that gun that has been fired on you is going to, because when the gun is fired, the bullet cannot move right or left. It has already been fired, so it is going straight. So what you do is, immediately you see them bring out that gun and you think they are going to fire you, go down immediately and move to your right hand side. Okay? That trajectory can save you. Okay? Because when the gun gets in you, there's nothing you are going to do. It has already gotten on you. So that is a tactic that you must have. The next thing is, if you can't find cover, remember I said find a cover and stay at that place, right? But if you can't find a cover, move to a concealment until you can safely exit that environment. Now, what am I talking about cover? If there are some buildings, pillars, that is around you, go and hide yourself under that pillar. Okay? That is a cover up for you. Okay? Or there are some containers that are filled with sand. You can go under and hide at that. Don't ever make yourself visible, because this gun is, they are firing it sporadically, right? So there can be stray bullets that can hit anybody. So what are you going to do? You must make sure you hide yourself in such a way that these stray bullets or even intended bullets are not going to penetrate your body. Now, if by paraventure they detonate explosions, okay, they can throw grenades, because these people, when they get into power, they don't even care. They are ready to look at how many young people that were pied on that Lekki toll gate. They didn't care. They don't care. Their children. Look at what happened. Did you all see what happened? Immediately, this our leaders came back from their recess. The politicians, right? They came back from recess of 2 weeks or more, resumed plenary. All of a sudden, they gave themselves another recess again. So they have all flown away from Nigeria, flown away with their families. So that's why I start and I ask you, why do you put yourself in harm's way to go and campaign for these people? Have you ever seen their children come out to campaign? All of them have their private jets. I was seeing all of them on the internet entering their private jets and jetting out of Nigeria. Why are they running away? Let them stay, because they are the people that caused this hardship on Nigerians. Why did they run away? They gave all of them money, our own taxpayers' money, to lavish abroad. And this abroad that they came to, somebody has already sacrificed and worked to make sure that Nigeria is working. Right? So, guys, it is very, very, very important we understand that we are the owner of Nigeria. We own Nigeria, and we are unapologetically Nigerians. As much as you are working, guys, make sure you protect yourself. Your safety is my priority, it's your priority, it's the priority of all the people that are doing this protest. Now, if there is an explosion, what are you going to do? Number one, get out of that environment as quickly as you can. Okay? Through the safest, fastest route you can ever think of. If it means running, run. If it means jumping in a moving car so that you hold on to that car, jump. If it means getting into a bicycle, please do. Why are you doing all those things? You're doing it because you need to vacate, move away from the place where the explosion is happening. Okay? You are not trained to be somebody that would go in to save. You were not trained. Okay? It is firefighters and paramedics that are supposed to go and get these people out. If you're that in that environment, first of all, run away first. When you run away and then you now see that the environment is now safe for you, you can then come back. By that time, the paramedics have come, the first responders have come, and they are already on the environment, helping to get the people that are already in the rumbles out of harm's way, right? So make sure you do that and then go to the pre-designated rally point, okay, and account for your team. What that means is, when you have already seen that there is a bomb, you have run away from that environment. Don't run away and stroll away, because you could go and get yourself in a harm's way. Look for the place where all the protesters, other protesters are, so that you and your group can also give yourself the signal and the action word you use to identify yourselves, and you will be able to tell yourselves that, look, I am present, I am here. And when this has happened and you count yourself and see that your group are not there, use the phone number of those that are not there to call them. Call them to know where they are. Call them to know whether they are safe, because that call you made could be the thing that is saving somebody that is already down with the explosion, to tell you, oh, yes, my brother, I am in let's say Alexander Avenue, and then he faints. That one call you make could be the thing that will save that your friend, that your relative, that your group member that is not there when you have counted yourselves. All right? Now, assume that a secondary device may be planted nearby, and be alert. Move quickly, deliberately, and safely. Oh, yes. If they have detonated a bomb, the possibility that another bomb can be detonated is 100%. So when you have run away from this one and you're safe, know also that another bomb might be detonated. So please, my dear youths, all that I have given you are very important safety tips. If you came at the middle of my presentation and you were not able to follow through, go back to this video, because I did a very detailed research to protect you from harm's way, to make sure that these people are not taking you for granted, and to make sure that you are safe. Remember, your family need you. If you're not married, you need to be alive to get married. And your children will get the benefit of the dividend of democracy that you have fought today. Okay? Do not be statistics. Be safe. Be woke. Be very attentive. And make sure that the protests you've done yesterday, today, and is still doing every day that passes by until this government sits down. Because President Tinubu must, as a matter of urgency, dissolve all this unnecessary commissioner for this, commissioner for that. A single thing: security. We have police, we have army, we have the army is Air Force, Navy, military. That is the one we know. We then have other different people that are in different security posts. All these things are the things that are causing unimaginable expenses. How can a single governor have up to 50 something aides, cook, drivers, that they will have like 20 fleets of cars in this difficult situation when a Nigerian cannot afford one single loaf of bread to eat? They spend our money living extravagant life. The government of the day, knowing fully well that Nigerians are suffering, they have done a massive vice presidential house. They have bought private jets. They have bought yachts. They are still buying more and more. And none of them is thinking about the Nigerian youths. This is your time to shine. Do this protest. Be alive to see the dividend of this protest. Nigerians are one of the world's most intelligent. Come to the US, go to England, go to Canada, Western world, go to African countries. You will see that every Nigerian, whether educated or not educated, wherever you find yourself, you are excelling in that particular thing you're doing. Is it trade? Is it handwork? Is it even menial jobs? Nigerians will do everything to make sure that they become number one in everything that they are doing. Come to the hospitals here. All the doctors are Nigerian trained. Lawyers, Nigerian trained. Engineers, Nigerian trained. But our government don't know our what? Okay? So my wish for you all that are on my life today is for God to protect all of you, for God to protect all these our young, vibrant leaders of tomorrow that are going out there to make sure that they do the best that we can. I am sorry I cannot bring anybody up today because today is about safety. And I am very, very happy that you all joined in. Now, have you shared this video? If you have not shared this video, share, share, share. And we have come to the part I love most. For you that was attentive, listening to my live, I want you to take note of these questions. If you can't come live here now, send your answer to this comment section. My management and team will find out those that answered our questions correctly. If you answer the questions correctly, and I ask very simple questions, I don't ask very difficult questions. If you answer these questions correct on this live, I guarantee you, you are going to get your due diligence, and which is, I am going to, number one, give you a mouth-watering giveaway. Listen, I am supposed to be paid training you. If you know how much that I'm paid to come to any podium to talk, you will understand what I'm saying. But I have taken it upon myself. I don't want any payment. I want to use my platform to train all of you, especially when it comes to health. Okay? Anything health. Now, my reason for doing this is not because I have all the money in this world, no, but it's for me to make people aware of the medical issues. You see, the safety tips I gave you tonight, if you follow it through, word to word, line by line, you will see that nothing will happen to you during the protest. Okay? Now, this is my favorite part, my question and answer section. Number one, in your own words, what is safety? What do you know safety is? Type it on the comment section. If you answer these questions correctly, I will, on this live streaming, send you a giveaway, and you're going to see the alert come into your phone. And I'm not joking about it. I mean every word of what I'm saying. People have won. People have cashed out on my life. So let's go. Number one, what do you understand by the word safety? Number two, what are the things that you are going to do when you are on that protest ground and you have seen that the environment is not safe? Either they have started shooting at you or there is a detonation of bomb or whatever it is. What will you do? Next question 3 is, what, name 4 things that I said you will put on your backpack before you step out of your house to go do that protest. My final question is, what are you going to do when you see that even though you have done the right thing, you did not destroy any property and they are coming at you? What are the things that you're going to do? All right, so type the answers to the comment section. And remember, when you type these answers, do not forget to send me a back channel your account number. Send it either on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, whatever place you want to send it. Send it to my back channel and I will credit you on this live. Now, remember, when you finish your peaceful demonstration and they tell you it ends by 6, please end by 6 and go back home. Don't stay around, leisuring around. That is the part where you get attacked. Go back to your homes and lie down and sleep. Have a good night rest because you're coming out the next day again. So when you have slept and wake up, that is the time for you to prepare the food that you're going to go out the next day for your next day peaceful protest. Remember, make sure you cook your delicious food, put in a small cooler, okay? Your food cooler or a container. Put it in your, that is one of the things that you're going to put in your backpack. All right? So, my doctor's orders today is safety is key. It is only the person that is alive that would live to tell the story and see the dividend of democracy. So that is the more reason that you, yes, I mean you, and you should do everything humanly possible to stay awake, to stay alive, and to enjoy what you have fought for. This is your favorite doctor, Dr. Tonia of True Health with Dr. Tonia. Thank you for listening. Ciao, ciao. Bye bye.